I'm so tired of reading, but I think that I want you to read this. So I think that the ideas, I just pulled some things out of their very long manifesto. A new specter seems to be haunting society. Or maybe those phantom creatures who've been pushed into the shades for ages are taking on new forms. That is why there's so much fear. The sex workers for the last few years have been asked to confront many fundamental questions about social structures, life, sexuality, moral rights, and human. We think an intrinsic component of our movement is to go on searching for the answers to these questions and raise new ones. You know what I like that? Philosophically, a lot of sex worker rights people feel that that whole inquiry into sexual rights is kind of a new kind of consciousness. Not something you wouldn't necessarily see in a sex worker documented in country. I think it's interesting in our country, we could be informed and by that spirit. And it's very inspiring. When we think about the sex negativity that has shaped our culture, that's what they say, if you grow up in this culture, you're sexually abused. Right? And how profoundly we are affected by the sex negativity and how, in such a large part, that's responsible for prostitution and stigmatization. Think about that. This organization has grasped that and made this part of their political manifesto. As powerless abused victims with no resources, we're seen as objects of pity. Otherwise, we appear as self-sacrificing and nurturing supporting cast of characters in popular literature and cinema, ceaselessly ready to give up our hearts and our work violence, socially for living, and finally our lives to ensure the well-being of the hero or the society we are. In either case, we are refused enfranchisement. As legitimate citizens or workers, we are banished to the margins of society. Again, I feel the same way about this statement. It's recognized in images and how these images are such a huge part of our ideas about prostitution is right. I like this one a lot. The term prostitute is rarely used to refer to an occupational group who earn their livelihood providing sex services. Rather, it is employed as a descriptive term denoting the homogenized category, usually of women who pose threats to public health, sexual morality, social stability, and civic order. Within this discursive boundary, we systematically find ourselves to be targets of moralizing impulses of dominant social groups, their missions of preventing and sanitizing, both materially and symbolically. Charity organizations approach rescue us and first sustainable. Developmental organizations are likely to rehabilitate us through meager income and community. I'm inspired that maybe that's so poetic and evocative in a political manifesto. So let's go around the world a little further. In Taiwan, it was also 1997. Because of the sensibility in the United States, the various Asian countries, because of the pressures of the United States funding and wanting to be friends with the United States, now the rest of the world has to criminalize prostitution because of the United States. So, Mayor Chen, he's in big trouble now. You know who Mayor Chen is? He's like at the center of the corruption in Taiwan. Does anybody been following that? It's so obscure. He's, I think, I just read in the paper last week, his corruption trial finally landed him really in trouble. Good. Because in 1997, he said because it's more progressive and because the feminists said so, he was going to criminalize prostitution. Now, they had a legalized system. But speaking about legalized systems and how they could be, I think maybe you did have to work in a brothel. I knew a lot of the women there who were in this system, and they were definitely working class, not even necessarily middle class. Well, they made money, that's for sure. I shouldn't say. They had some money. It's a very, pretty wealthy economy anyway. Taiwan. So they were phasing out the business, and they weren't giving any more licenses. But Shen was like, no, we're getting rid of it all. So here are these, like, probably 100 women in their 40s or 50s who've been working in a brothel for years and had a good income. And he said, goodbye, you can't do it anymore. You have to find another way to make money. And you know that they were supporting whole families on this money. And just to pull it out from under them when there was no complaints, no actual problem. That was just kind of a political gambit for him. He thought he was going to get some publicity. So COSWAS, Collective of Sex Workers and Supporters, Collective of Sex Workers and Supporters, formed an organization. Now they had just gotten rid of martial law in the 80s. So Taiwan was like a hotbed of intellectualism, and their movement was so hot, and hotter than ours. And their movement had way cool academicians. And all the people at their academies, they were like these brainy professors. They were like them, and the labor leaders were working with the working class sex workers. So in truth, it was a movement of allies more than really motivated. Yeah, the main people organizing the movement were allies, but the people who initiated it were the sex workers when the criminalization was enacted. And then the allies came on board with all these great, sexuality professors and just all these great academicians. And a specific union, maybe they're like the Wobblies, the ICLE. And that was a kind of a general labor union. So they had a beautiful, strong movement, great activists. And, I think I only have about 2 or 3 minutes left. Right? That'll be the point. I'm going over.
Do it what you think best, because I will be talking rather briefly.
Okay. I just need to tell them everything. Especially about Mayor Chen, the evil Mayor Chen. It was very sad also, there's a kind of 2 movements around prostitution, one of anti-prostitution and one of sex worker rights. So they have the same kinds of things going on in Taiwan. Same people, they're reading Andrea Dworkin and Catherine McKinnon. They're reading our, mainstream feminists, and then they come there and they say, let's make prostitution criminal. It's the same movement that we have here is all over the world, too. And the same sex worker rights sensibility. People are reading the same thing. They did get rid of illegal prostitution. Most of those women, oh God, some of them committed suicide. A lot of them worked illegally. And that was great stress. And they're still working. It wasn't all that long ago. I mean, it was a mess. And COSWAS has been trying to change the law. They're just dedicated. This was a poster. They had a big international festival. It says, Exhibition 100 Years of Taipei Legal Prostitution, 2001. And it was a legalized system that they were nostalgic about. The organization, of course, wanted decriminalization, but to get rid of the only legal option. They have very beautiful artists, they produce beautiful literature, and their whole movement is about dressing up on street corners and just looking fabulous and just singing. And in India and also in Taiwan, it's very strong cultural movement. In many places around the world, the sex worker movement has a lot of very strong cultural activism. I mean, that's usually very positive for organizing sex workers.